random dude defending EDP.
Say EDP is completely innocent.
Moments later.
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is already clear.
There's no fucking way you get caught defending this nigga EDP.
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
What up, is Amaje back at another video. Today we're about to be reacting to a video by Tommy NFG. The video is going to be on Stop Bringing Back EDP445. Bro, I'm getting tired of this nigga coming back, bro. Like, this all is just coming from like the recent documentary that this nigga's in. But overall, I'm getting tired of this nigga coming back, bro. I just wish his legacy just stayed dead and buried. I used to see clips from him a long time ago. He was like actually funny before all this shit came out. I really do not know how it just all fell off the road there. Somebody was warning everybody about him. I think his name was Colt Raven. Yep. And like nobody was listening until he got exposed. But this new documentary about him is just fucking disgusting, bro. Like, this is like the embodiment of a pitiful human being, bro. It's because like I feel like he did this documentary because he needs the money, bro. Obviously, bro. He can't get no job anywhere else without people just like stalking him and making sure he doesn't get a job and have a pitiful life. He literally just did this documentary just because of that. The documentary, I don't know why they're doing one on him. I don't know what's the point of doing one on him. It's weird. But no further notice, let's just get into this video, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you've been enjoying the videos lately. Let's get it.
Certain things refuse to die off in the world no matter what hits them. Cockroaches, which have the ability to survive nukes and for some reason have worse and worse mutations come every summer. We're gonna hit a point where a summer bug ends up mutating into cell. I can't stand these. The immortal jellyfish, which yes is real and can live forever. And EDP445 with his reign on social media.
Oh, well, he was talking to 13 and 12-year-olds. All that.
Like, that right there, that whole statement, bro. Like, oh my god, bro, you admitting to this is just crazy, bro. I wonder how they must have put some real big ass money out on the line to, you know, appease his demands. Because why would you get on saying this shit? You need a fucking lawyer, my nigga. Like, and then I think they put a fake lawyer in the documentary, honestly, and they said, he said, I don't advise you to do this. That's probably an actor.
What?
As of me recording this, it's been over 5 years since EDP first got caught trying to meet up with a 13-year-old. And this man has done everything in the sun to try and keep his social media profile up. Here's all the platforms he's tried to come back on, by the way. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Bigo Live, Facebook, Cameo, his website, Twitter/X. It's like, how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? The fact that he's...
Honestly, the fact that he got banned on Twitter is actually crazy. I'm surprised. They allow free reign over there every time, and I'm surprised Elon or what technician banned that nigga.
Still hasn't given up and just said, fuck it, let me get an anonymous online job is wild. Most of the time, if a creator has a controversy this bad, they pretty much soft quit at first, then disappear to never be seen again. And for 2026, I would say, to be honest, that I really haven't seen EDP pop up that much. When he
honestly
first got canceled and banned, it seemed like he was fighting tooth and nail to stay platformed. But every time he
honestly, bro, for him, it's literally hard to just like kind of blend in. This nigga's fat as fuck. This nigga's fat as fuck, and you literally cannot blend in well because everybody's gonna fucking recognize you, bro. Only chance is to probably get some fucking surgery. Shit, you gotta switch up your whole flow.
Either be banned or mass reported, which then led to a ban. It really seems that he's mostly decided to give up, and most people haven't been hearing his name this year. Until a trailer dropped on July 26th this year titled The Sick Mind of EDP445. Now, my first thought with seeing this pop up was, why the fuck does EDP have a documentary? Like, to me, there is genuinely no need to have a documentary on EDP445 with his history. It would be one thing if the documentary was covering him without his input, but you're gonna have to sit down for an hour or two or however long and hear EDP saying this constantly.
Side note, I'm not watching this shit, bro. If I already can tell they already presented what's in this trailer, nobody wants to fucking know about this nigga's backstory. Probably his fans or some curious ass soul probably coming around here. You know, a lot of people are gonna watch that documentary just to watch it, but I'm not watching that shit.
Why do you think you wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old?
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is already clear.
He fully did this probably knowing it was the end of the line for him. My main concern with the documentary isn't even the fact that it's being made. Mine is, was EDP actually paid to film this shit? Because I'd assume there is no world EDP decided to randomly respond to a YouTube documentary director and accept the deal of sitting down for hour-long sessions and being questioned on his crimes without getting paid. In fact, nobody who's in a down pat position like EDP would do that for free. This is all just me assuming, okay? I don't want people spamming the dude who made it saying,
Tom Energy said you paid EDP for it, you scumbag.
but I feel like even if EDP was paid, it would be through a contract where they both can't say shit about it. I mean, in the documentary, he was reenacting scenes, like in one shot he was wearing a jumpsuit and went in a jail cell. There's a random scene of him just screaming at the camera. I don't know.
They built this trailer and try to build this nigga like he's a fucking final villain, nigga. This ain't no villain. This is just a fuck. Even villains would be disgusted by this nigga. Like, what? Why are we going on and just like, I just want to know like the whole pretense behind this documentary. Like, what is this director trying to accomplish? What do you want to accomplish? Do you want to expose this nigga even more? Like, what else? I don't even think the internet wants anything else to do with this nigga besides people that still are his fans. And trust me, they're out there. They're really out there. Yeah, I don't think the internet doesn't even want to be reminded of this nigga. Like he said, this shit was 5 years ago. Good God. Time passes by fast, but nigga, nobody wants to like know about this nigga anymore, bro.
I refuse to believe this was done for free. Also, in the documentary, people notice EDP is set up like a multi-universal threat. Like the only person that could beat him in a fight is Ultra Instinct Goku with max stats. There's a couple prominent people featured in the documentary, with the main ones being Moist Critical and Gideon. I'm pretty sure because they're considered EDP's biggest haters, with Moist Critical going viral when he first reacted to it, and he's always making updates on EDP. And Gideon terrorizing EDP any chance he was able to in public. It seems like for the documentary, EDP is probably gonna regret no matter what type of money he may have got paid, because Moist Critical gave his thoughts on it after watching it himself and said EDP admitted to multiple crimes on camera.
That's a piece of it, but he was expressing confusion that he would even agree to do this because he is just outwardly admitting to all of these crimes, remorse with no remorse, like even just casually talking about his crimes and like his intent and everything. It is shocking, like genuinely, like I'm not using that as like a buzzword. It was shocking to watch this.
It makes no sense to do this in the first place, but the fact he
Bro, no amount of money or no amount of just being broke could just get you to do this. He must have just reached like, or his mindset just kind of reached the bottom barrel, and he just feel like he probably couldn't like do this shit on his own anymore. I feel like he want his old life back so badly that he's willing to just get money and try to like do anything. And I mean, shit. Nah, I'm not even gonna say, man, fuck that shit, nigga. This nigga is a fucking weirdo, bro.
admitted to the crimes while denying it in public for years is hilarious. EDP has come up with some of the most ridiculous lies to try and save his career. Of course, we got the classic when he got caught saying he just wanted his cupcake. You had him claiming the meetup wasn't sexual and he was just meeting. You had him say technically he didn't do anything wrong because it was an adult decoy even though he thought it was a minor. You had him fake emails saying the whole thing was a setup from a production company. There's also two things, good and bad, I could see going with this. It could be good if EDP goes on camera and, like Moist Critical said, admits to multiple crimes he did in detail, thus justifying a case to be opened again and for him to be potentially arrested. It's not exactly confirmed or anything if he can get arrested for this because the original case did get f***ed over. But who knows, there could be.
Original case is just probably botched, but yeah. Then again, you probably never know. The niggas probably, I mean, not niggas. The cops was probably keeping a huge eye on this nigga, and they were probably like, well, looking for a reason to bring this back open if they can just scramble up enough evidence or something. I don't know. I don't know if they might even try it. If they would try, this would be a bold ass thing, and this whole thing would be behind his doing, just for doing this whole little documentary. It's gonna come back on his ass.
Be a chance we finally see EDP behind bars after admitting to every crime he did. The bad side of things is if he doesn't get arrested and gets even more relevance from this. Sadly too, I think this is more likely. Just off the trailer coming out, the amount of creators, streamers, and reactors that have already watched it is a lot. EDP's name hasn't been spread like this in a while. I would go to say ever since the crime first happened. He tried to come back so many times, eventually people didn't care when he tried to. And when it actually comes out, you're gonna see even more people reacting to it. Me as well, to be honest. And with EDP, for some reason, there's always been weirdos who still like to support and send him money. Like when he was on TikTok streaming for a little bit, you could see on his live, he was getting donated stuff every second of the live. So he could take advantage of his name being boosted and try to make a comeback on a platform like Rumble or something. I fully believe if Adolf was alive today,
Bro, this internet generation is just cooked, bro. I feel like, well, people have been, honestly, no, I'll take that back, bro. People for years have been supporting people like murders and everything. I'm sorry, there's nothing worse than a pedo. But yeah, people have been, really doing supporting murderers for years, bro, and they get like obsessed with them. But like this is just like the second tier is just you being like a fan of the dude and still supporting him. Don't he, sometimes people try to justify what the fuck he did and defend the reason, which is fucking crazy, but they just still casually just sitting around, like discussing in his streams and shit. Like, that's fucking crazy, bro.
Rumble would allow him to stream for free with a gambling sponsorship.
They
Even
won't.
in the trailer, you can see some random dude defending EDP.
Say EDP is completely innocent.
A
What
few
the
moments
fuck?
later.
I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is already clear.
You don't get any benefit from saying this. The only thing you'll get is a lifetime
There's no fucking way you get caught defending this nigga EDP, and he's literally just like saying a whole bunch of shit in the damn trailer, just admitting to shit. They probably have to cut a lot of shit out because he probably just was spilling the beans on everything. Like, oh my god, how do people just walk around and just like follow a nigga and just follow this much of a despicable human being and still just believe he didn't do nothing? I don't know. He probably was paid some money too, bro. He had to be. There's no way you're just that dense. You see all those screenshots, you see the whole video they put out of this nigga being a creep, and they had like the transcripts just read
of job rejections from after they checked your digital footprint in 5 minutes. There is a lot of people that do be thinking like this though. The problem is you can't tell if it's rage bait or actually serious. They'll say something like, well,
Probably
it wasn't
rage bait,
EDP's
man.
fault she was responding back. Yes, it is a grown-ass 30-year-old man's fault from responding back to a 13-year-old constantly. They just completely ignore all the other times EDP got caught messaging minors. The whole thing is similar to David, where just like EDP, you'll have people defending him. They'll change their profile picture to David and say free him. Rage bait used to be believable. Now
no fucking oh my, I almost let my mind slip for a second. I was about to say, there's no way they're believing that David nigga, bro. This nigga, the shit that I just seen come out, I didn't even decide to react to it. It was just too crazy to just react to that because of like the fucking details of like what they discover is just that fucking hurts the heart, bro. That fucking hurts the heart. If they could just plan and if they could just plan on just trying to convict this nigga, I think they taking this to trial. They said they have enough evidence on this nigga, and people are still going around. So you left with nothing but just people are just rage baiting.
Everyone just looks at the message and sighs. I think the weirdest thing with EDP is the fact he thought he could redeem himself. Like, for the longest, the reason EDP would keep posting is because he thought, just like with most internet drama for people, if he keeps posting, people will move on and forget. But what he did wasn't like a cheating scandal or saying something controversial. He literally tried to meet up with a child. There is no recovery as a creator from doing that. And it seems like the jokes are already starting to play out from people. Because you're having EDP445 edits now happen. You know how they say mics need to be taken away from podcasters? CapCut needs to be taken away from TikTok editors.
I ain't trying to see this bullshit.
You know, I was never a full-on believer.
I don't see how, like I said, I don't see how any human being could just sit up there and edit that shit, bro. You are a weirdo if you sit up there just like collecting like fucking clips, taking the time out of your day, any speck of a time, and just editing videos together for EDP 445. Oh my fucking god, bro. What is the damn internet coming to, bro? I guess people think this is funny or something. They got a weird sense of humor on TikTok, bro. It's well, throughout parts of the internet, bro. But how is it funny or just cool in any type of way though? I think I'm getting to that old head age where, you know, I'm just not finding shit funny no more, bro. I just don't see how, you know, I'm getting to that age where when I used to be a kid, people used to call the shit we used to like stupid back in 2015. Yeah, I'm now seeing it now. The frontal lobe is developed and you seem like, what the fuck is this?
Of the government mematic warfare, where they say the government tries to push and soften things to the public to get them distracted, like Epstein jokes, for example. But I'm sorry, y'all are right, man. Imagine being a mom, spitting a child out your cooch after 9 egregious months of pregnancy, just for them to grow up and make edits of a It gets to a point with these editors where, can we even appreciate your edit off the skill when you're editing EDP? It reminds me of when you see a good artist editing some weird on the internet for a fandom. Like a creepy fan of the Loud House where they make a fan comic and the artwork could be as impeccable as Picasso, but the fan comic is full of incest between siblings. These people don't realize that
Didn't get into that shit. All the furry community, all that that pet play shit. That shit's weird as fuck, bro. Why the fuck are people into that shit, man? Like, to each his own. If you're in, well, like, you know, you creating and drawing disturbing ass content, and you're a great artist, but the weirdo shit kind of overlaps you being great and overlaps your talent, because you choose to do that shit. That's weird.
This will track them down for the future. If your number is connected to TikTok, your employer will see it. And what happens when you're 30, building yourself up in the corporate world? Then they see an edit you made when you were 16 of EDP445. The whole documentary also reminds me of that meme people have with Netflix and documentaries. If you don't know the meme, it's basically anytime a huge murder case happens or disaster, people go in the comments saying the 3-episode Netflix special is gonna hit, or they say Netflix executives are already on it. They always try to get to it ASAP to make the most money possible. Now, granted, this documentary could be worse. According to them, they're donating all the proceeds to a non-profit called RAIN, which is the leading organization to try and end sexual violence. I really hope this isn't a lie and they follow through with that promise. I genuinely have a feeling, though, this could give him more good spotlight than he needs. Like I said earlier, he could go on Rumble, but not just that. There is a ton of...
Honestly, yeah, this is just crazy as fuck, bro. If they are giving it to a charity, good on them. But like the notoriety that this thing is about to get, I mean, honestly, we can just hope he doesn't get notoriety, but it's not gonna happen, bro. People, like, you see what happens already. People are already making edits of this weird nigga, bro. People are already making memes about this nigga being like a horror villain or like that type of shit, man. The internet is just fucking weird. I guess they just don't care about all of that shit and trying their best to be real fucking edgy, bro.
different niche websites controversial people go to all the time to get money. And sometimes they'll have crypto donos specifically so they can't be tracked and can collect money in private. I wouldn't be surprised if EDP randomly pops up back on Twitter/X. I have zero faith that Elon would ban EDP or care to. There's also websites like Give, Send, Go, which I feel like EDP would go on. It's pretty much evil GoFundMe, where if someone crazy goes on GoFundMe, they usually get banned, which is typically predators or racists who try to raise money for themselves for something bad they did. But Give, Send, Go allows anybody to raise money, whether it's someone racist or a predator. It don't matter. Or let me say it's up to the platform whether they want to remove somebody or not, and most of the time they keep everybody up. EDP could open up some sympathy charity thing, and I bet you people will donate. You can also donate anonymous and leave messages. All the internet creeps are gonna secretly donate to let him know they're still behind him. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Follow.
Imagine just donating to not convicted, but imagine just donating to a pedo, bro. Crazy fucking word, bro. I don't know what the fuck I expect from this whole thing and the whole internet, bro. I honestly think this is a bad idea, making this whole documentary, but like, you hyped it up and everybody's getting ready to react to this. And you know, this is gonna push his name out even more, bro. Even more. I'm not really about to just look forward to this, because it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be. Everybody's about to be talking about this. Everybody's about to be talking about EDP for the next couple of weeks. It's already started with the damn trailer, bro. So, oh man, hey, I don't know. I have no idea, but yeah, bro's a fucking weirdo, and the shit he admitted in that shit. The trailer's a teaser. So just imagine what's about to really come out when he's about to say some off the hook crazy shit, bro. Like, they just gave you a taste of what that nigga was probably seeing in that whole documentary. Yeah, man. I hope this ends up going back on him, because you're craving for money. It might end up with you in jail. I don't know what the statute of limitations with that yet, but we'll see. You never know. They might be building the case. But let's just get it. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Go check out Tommy Energy's original video. We are on the road to 900. Catch you guys in the next video.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?